What is up, guys? Welcome back to the OmegaGreed YouTube channel, where we do a whole bunch of fun things with cars, and we live inside the LA area, so we do videos around LA. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. My name is Jeffrey. We do videos on now my 2018 Jeep Wrangler JL Sport and the 2020 manual Veloster N. So consider subscribing. But with that out of the way, let's jump right into today's video. This has been my vehicle now. I've owned this vehicle now for, it's been over a week. Over a week now since I've had this vehicle, and I want to give you guys my kind of just real raw impressions of everything just for like the first week. Almost 2 weeks it will be this weekend. It's kind of how I'm liking it, how I'm feeling about everything, and just give you guys kind of my raw impressions about everything real quick. So the first thing I will say, this car, well, obviously, because I came from a Ford Focus RS, and I got this. This is, believe it or not, this is actually my third Wrangler I've owned. At a 2007, brief period of time. A 2010, I had for a couple years. So I had the older JK, the older JK models with the older interior, the older engine, the 3.8 liter V6. That thing was a dog. That was a lot older. Jumping into this, the JLs, this is like night and day. This feels so much better, so much nicer, and just like, even like I'm inside LA right now just driving, we're inside traffic, and I have no complaints, literally no complaints. I have the auto start feature in here, which I use all the time because it actually saves gas. I was kind of skeptical of it. Had it inside of my Focus RS. Never really wanted to use it, but like now that I have it in here, it makes total sense. My gas mileage right now, like in the city, is like 20, which is crazy considering that this is still a large SUV and it's a brick basically. My old Wrangler, my JK, that thing, after I put the 35 wheels on, I couldn't, like I think I was averaging like 14, I want to say, like combined. I remember we took a road trip. It was like an hour away, and I tried to drive the most efficient as I possibly could. And I remember like I was happy getting, it was like 17 miles per gallon, and I was happy with that. So yeah, needless to say, this is way different. Oh yeah, I have the 2-liter turbo engine. I don't have the 3.6 Pentastar. I have the 2-liter turbo, and honestly, I think it feels fine. Do I think it's, quick or anything like that? It's adequate. Coming from a Focus RS, and that thing was like putting down probably like, my Focus RS was tuned and everything like that. I never dyno tuned it, but like if I had to estimate, it was probably putting down to the wheels with all the mods and everything, probably 340 down there to the actual wheels, and it was a lot quicker, obviously. But jumping in here, like it feels adequate. Like it feels fine. It's, it is what it is. It's a Jeep. It's nothing crazy. It's not gonna be like a rocket ship. But this, compared to my old JK, this feels way faster than my JK, and I'm like really happy about that, just how quick this thing feels. Like, it doesn't have to be the fastest thing in the world. It is what it is. It's a Jeep. So yeah, and honestly, I like that right now. For me, I kind of wanted to switch things up, go from, the Focus into something like this, to just have a different driving dynamic, a different driving experience. And honestly, I really like it, just because it does feel very different than the Focus. And I've missed being inside the I missed being inside of my older JKs. I even had my Grand Cherokee. It was a lifted Grand Cherokee for a while, and I really missed the driving dynamics of that. And inside the first week of ownership, we did take it off-roading for a bit. That was my first time going to like a real off-roading like place where I can legally go off-roading. It was really fun. The car is still dirty because of it. I really need to get the car washed. My interior was soaked with like dust and everything like that. They had the roof or the Freedom panels off. Yeah, so I really had to clean the car. But with my brief time doing the off-roading, that was a lot of fun. And honestly, like the car, it feels like it can do so much more, like just with what I was doing. Even though I knew, like when I went out there, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna take it easy, not do anything crazy. It's my first time. I want to like just get a feel for everything. It made me want to do more and more, and that was pretty cool. So the car definitely is capable of going off-road. Obviously, like, you know, they're Jeeps, and this is just a Sport, not a Sahara, not a Rubicon, anything like that. Literally, I put the thing inside 4 high, and I was just like going over everything. I didn't even have to use 4 low. Granted, I was on a very mild course for the trail I was going. It was very mild. There were some spots that were, you know, all right, but nothing super crazy. Like nothing crazy. Thing though, you guys probably want to know about is like how has it been inside the city and everything like that, and it's been great. Honestly, I really missed that high up feeling when you're driving. Just with this, with like the stock suspension and everything like that, I love how high you drive. I will eventually probably do a leveling kit on here, if not a lift. Just not necessarily. I want to like really keep this ride quality. I think this ride quality is like really nice. Like in comparison to the JKs, this drives so much better. I know people say that the Gladiator drives even better because it has a longer wheelbase, but to me, this drives really nice. I know that's probably just because I've been driving so many like sports cars that like I'm like, oh, you know, a car that doesn't break my back every time I'm in it. That's, you know, a great thing. But honestly, I think the car drives like great. So I don't really want to. I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of like still like looking at what I want to do, what the long-term goals are going to be for the vehicle. I think the long-term goals, I want to make this more of a overlander, but a adventure rig. Not necessarily like a real rock crawler or anything like that. Because I do want to do off-roading, but I want to do more of the adventure overlanding style stuff, where it's mostly going to be on like, you know, it's going to be on trails, but not going to be like literally trying to climb a wall. That's what I really wanted to be able to do. So looking at my options of what I want to do, but that's like, but so far though, I think the car, like it feels great just the way it is. Like the stock, ooh, somebody got into an accident over there. Just like the stock, like suspension and everything like that, it feels nice. I will probably try and see if I can get like a pair of some takeoff Rubicon wheels off of, you know, someone who's like, if they sold their wheels, or if they upgraded and they're selling their old set, I'll probably see if I can find, you know, a pair to do that. I think that would be cool. But I'm really not in a rush even to do that. I did do a couple small things, which you'll see a video on that with the storage inside the Jeep. It just felt like I wanted a little more storage inside the center console area, so I did a couple little things, did some upgrades, bought some stuff just to help the storage area out. But honestly, like stock for stock, the vehicle does everything I want it to do for like right now. It's like totally great. Wanting a vehicle that can be more of an adventure vehicle, we can do, me and my fiance, we can do stuff together, we can bring the dogs, and a little bit, just a more comfortable driving experience inside the city. Oh yeah, I will say, because this is the automatic, so because we both had manuals. This, you know, the 8-speed ZF transmission, it's great in here. Would I would have gotten a manual? Maybe. I did look at a lot of reviews for the manuals. Everyone says that the automatic is just better. If I would have found the manual that was like priced the same, would I would have gotten it? Maybe, because I do think that is kind of cool, even though I know it's going to be slower, it's not as efficient, and it's going to be a little bit, it has its downsides. And even like they said, like there's no dead pedal for your left foot, but I'm sure you can, you know, fix that in the aftermarket. But yeah, I got the automatic just because of that was the vehicle, that this was the one that I, you know, wind up buying. I looked at some other Jeeps too, but this was just so happened this was the one that I bought. Oh yeah, and the 2-liter turbo. I didn't necessarily even like go out to even like get that engine. It just so happened this one had it, and I was going to honestly just say like it'll be fine if I get the 3.6. Like it's fine, it's a tried and true engine. But honestly, I'm kind of happy that I got this the 2-liter turbo. I think it's like so far it's been great. Gas mileage has been great. It feels great in the city, and It does have nice low end torque when you want it like off the line, so it feels okay. And one last thing, my Jeep has the hardtop. I never had a hardtop before. I've always had, well, actually no, my first Jeep that I had, very briefly, that had a hardtop. But the Jeep that I really consider like was my Jeep. And actually, it's so funny. It looks literally just like this. It was blue, just like this. That was a soft top. I used the soft top a lot. Just pulled it down, pulled it up. I used it a lot. I was even like at first when I was looking, I was like, I think I want a hard top. But I was like, I'll settle for a soft top because it is cool. You can like pull it up and down really quickly, especially with these JLs. It's a lot easier to do everything. But you know, when I did get this hard top, like I'm actually like happy though, just because I can, if I want to run like a roof rack system or something like that, that's cool. I could do that. It is quieter on the highway, and also the freedom panels is pretty simple to take these two front freedom panels off if I want to. So it gives you a nice blend of the best of both worlds. I like the hard top. I would have gotten the soft top, you know, if that was, you know, an option. I would have gotten one, but I am happy I do have the hard top. It is a nicer luxury to have. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much my first impressions of the Jeep. So far I love it. It is great. And like, look, I'm just in traffic, just sitting here kind of chilling, feeling good. Got the AC blowing. If it was warmer out, I would take the freedom panels off. I don't have the dogs with me right now, but I can bring them with me, no problem, no sweat. I'm just sitting here drinking some ginger ale and just kind of chilling. So yeah, guys, so if you guys want, subscribe for more. I'm going to be doing a ton more videos on the Jeep, giving you guys more of the lifestyle, getting back to what my channel originally was about, more of the off-roading Jeep community, but also still doing videos on the Velociraptor and stuff like that. So consider subscribing. If you want, go to the website too, geeksforcars.com. I revamped it completely, so if you want, you can check that out. Follow me on Instagram, OmegaGreed, the same name as the YouTube channel. And yeah, guys, we will see you guys in the next video when we're going to be doing more modifications and more stuff to this Jeep Wrangler JL. All right, I'll see you guys.